Hi, I'm Bridget Marzette Vender, Vice President of Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging at Mercy. You may have noticed an extra letter in my title. That's because at Mercy, we define our diversity efforts as encompassing 4 areas. You likely already know what diversity, equity, and inclusion are, but let me explain our 4th concept of belonging. Belonging refers to our belief that when diversity, equity, and inclusion is in the organization's DNA, coworkers will feel that their full potential is being engaged. Their inherent worth and dignity are recognized, and the uniqueness of all coworkers is amplified. When coworkers feel like they fit in and their views and values are integrated within Mercy, their sense of belonging increases. We exist to ensure that Mercy attracts coworkers who represent the diversity of our communities, that access to opportunities and resources is just. The work environment invites everyone to contribute at the top of their God-given talent, and the culture is one that fosters a sense of belonging for our coworkers, our patients, and our communities. DEIB work is a serious culture change for some organizations, and we recognize that real change takes time, investment, and sustained effort. Change is what Catherine and the Sisters of Mercy strive for throughout nearly 2 centuries. As we tackle injustice head-on, we are carrying on their work. Our DEIB work is overseen by a formal governance structure. Senior leaders are integrated with targeted roles, including executive sponsorship and leadership. Members are appointed by our Chief Administrative Officer and include our diversity officers, officers of our councils, and others who represent senior leadership and mission. DEIB work includes 5 councils. Mercy Women in Leadership shares talents and promotes professional development and career advancement. Health Equity reduces disproportionalities and health disparities within the communities Mercy serves. Disability Resource Group influences workplace strategies designed to increase equity in hiring, development, and advancement to positively impact the lives of individuals with disabilities. Social Determinants of Coworker Health promotes and establishes programs that provide equity and dignity for all by reducing systematic and other hidden barriers. Diversity Advancement Council furthers the selection, development, and promotion of diverse women and men serving in leadership and dedicated to advancing diversity and promoting inclusion across the ministry, working to advance underrepresented talent. With this framework, our work has been able to grow. One of our councils making a significant impact is our Disability Resources Council, which we will highlight today.
Today, I'd like to focus on a few of our initiatives our Disability Resources Council is engaged in across our ministry. One of the areas we focus on in education is training our recruiters and hiring leaders on how to best accommodate a candidate with a disability. In 2022, we held our inclusive interview training to empower our recruitment team to interview and hire people with disabilities. This event reinforced our community connections and resulted in several new hires across our service area. Another area of focus is educational workshops for all coworkers. We are grateful to have an autism specialist, Dr. John Bruno, as our pre-employment program supervisor. He regularly holds virtual and in-person workshops to help healthcare workers better understand neurodiversity, how people on the spectrum think, and how to understand and work with their perspective. In addition, Mercy is an active member of Nexus, a group that connects employers with candidates with disabilities who are seeking employment. We attend every possible event in order to promote our disability inclusion initiatives and intentionally collaborate with our local communities to meet their needs. Our 3rd area of focus is training and development. One way we do this is through our Pathway to Employment program. The original goal was to provide students with a variety of real-life work experiences to better prepare them for future employment. This program has evolved into an employment-based internship model. It provides students with an opportunity to focus on training in one department, learning an entire job while interacting with Mercy leaders and coworkers. This model has resulted in many students beginning their career at Mercy after graduation. Pathway to Employment is now offered in several hospitals across the ministry and continues to expand into additional communities. We also offer summer work experience for students with disabilities to gain skills prior to graduation. In 2022, we hosted students at 3 hospitals in Missouri and Oklahoma. We will expand to 7 hospitals in 2023. One thing Mercy has been at the forefront of is our dedication to individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. We have been able to secure grant funding in the St. Louis area to train and support this specific population who have become such an important reflection of our mission in action. I'd like you to hear from one of our inclusive focus leaders, Kenton Saunders, Director of Operations at Mercy Hospital St. Louis, who has been an important part of our success in this area.
Thank you, Marissa. I've been with Mercy for 25 years, and I've had the privilege to see our disability program grow from a small local effort into the thriving ministry-wide initiative it is today. In St. Louis, we have a grant-funded supported employment program, and I'm fortunate to employ 30 support coworkers in the departments I oversee. They are some of the most dedicated, reliable, hardworking, and loyal coworkers I have ever worked with. Although they may learn differently, it is my job as a leader to help support their learning style and provide them with the tools they need to be successful. This program has helped my department succeed, and it is my hope that this will expand across our ministry so that others may have the opportunity to work with these amazing coworkers.
Mercy's work has been recognized by our communities. Over the last several years, we've received several awards, including Kenton Saunders, who you just heard from, was awarded the 2021 Eastern Chapter Missouri Rehab Association Employer of the Year for his transportation department. Mercy was named the Employee of the Year by the Missouri Rehab Association in 2022. Mercy was honored at the Accommodations for Success Exceptional Supporter of Inclusive Practices 2022. Mercy was also named Oklahoma Department of Rehabilitation Services Employer of the Year 2022. This recognition is not only confirmation that our efforts are making a difference, but also an affirmation that we are succeeding in our mission to uphold the dignity of all who work for our ministry.
As Kenton said, many of our programs are in the process of expanding to new locations, and we're also working on new programs to help increase the visibility and utilization of our disability resources. One of the ways we are doing this is through our new voluntary self-ID campaign. Mercy would like to know the number of coworkers with disabilities who serve in our ministry so we can ensure we are able to allocate resources where they are most needed. So we are asking all our coworkers to go into their profile in our HR system and answer yes or no regarding whether they have a disability. At Mercy, all of these elements combine to create a culture that is welcoming and inclusive of people with disabilities. Our foundational value of dignity, the belief that everyone is created in the image and likeness of God and should be treated as such, calls us to serve patients and coworkers from all walks of life. In doing so, we are modeling Jesus' teaching and living out our mission to bring his healing ministry to life through compassionate care and exceptional service. We hope this video has provided inspiration for programs you might wish to emulate or sparked ideas of your own. As you saw in the beginning, we have seen growth, but there's always room for improvement, and we are excited to continue this work.